Hello, I don't know if this is actually working, but let's hope so. My name is Thomas Groom. This is the English minus Lehrer.com. Uh, yes, I'm Thomas Groom. I live in Hanover in Germany. I'm working currently for the James Simmons School. Okay. Um, Today I'm going to try and do. This is my first kind of hangout. It might be a disaster. Who knows? But we're going to look at the present simple quickly. So it's going to run through. This is like a practice run. We'll just see how it goes. Could be explosions. Who knows? But anyway, so the present simple. Okay. So we're going to just start. We're going to just run through the present simple. Okay. Now let me try and do this like magic. Okay. Just bear with me, of course. Okay, so the present simple and the present continuous tenses are the first tenses students of English learn. Generally speaking, the present simple is used to express the regularity with which an action occurs, whereas the present continuous is used to express the temporary nature of an action. Confused? Don't worry. Let's start at the beginning and look at the present simple in more detail. Okay. But the present simple is just generally, it's kind of regular, kind of habitual actions we do every day, okay? So for instance, I play football, okay? I mean, I could play football every day, but there you are, okay? So we just scroll down, okay? So we have the first person singular, so I, okay, and the verb play, okay? So the second singular, so you play, he or she plays, okay, so with the S, okay, the first person plural, so we, and then we have the second, so you, and the third person plural, so they. So we play, you play, they play, okay. So as the table shows, the verb form remains the same with the subject, I, you, we, and they. However, it is different in the third person with he, she, or it. It is very important to add s in the third person. Don't forget, okay? In the negative and interrogative form, I had a problem saying that, interrogative form, we add the s to the auxiliary verb do, so it becomes does. To make a negative sentence in the present simple, we add not to the auxiliary verb, okay? So I don't play football. You don't play football. He or she doesn't play football, okay? We don't play football. You don't or do not play football. They don't play football, okay? So we just carry on. So the first three questions in the table below are closed questions. They are closed questions because answers are limited to just kind of yes or no. Such questions are formed with do, a subject, and a verb, okay? The second three questions are open questions. They are open questions because answers are not limited. Such questions are formed with question word do, a subject, and a verb, okay? So the first question, so do I play? Do you play? Does she or he or it play? And then, so they're kind of closed questions, so you can either answer yes or no, okay? But when we have the more open questions, we kind of, so when do we play football? We play football on Sunday afternoons, okay? Why do you play football, okay? Why do I play football? Because I need the exercise. I'm unfit, okay? And how do they play football? With their feet, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so we will carry on. Okay, so just bear with me because this is new to me. This is my first ever hangout. Okay, so if we carry on, let's have a look. Oh God. Oh, bear with me. There we go. We'll just come out of this. Does this work? No. Okay, we'll try again with. Just bear with me. Hangouts, yes. So we come off here, and now we shall carry on with some activities. Oh, there I am. Activities. Let's have a look. So just double click on this activity box. Present simple. This should be fun. Okay, so Okay, the first kind of thing I want you to do is identify the sentences in the third person and add an S. Okay, so we're kind of going back. Okay, so if I just read them and then I'll give you a couple of minutes to see if you can, work out the answers. Okay, so A, you play football very well. He eat so much, it's no wonder he's fat. It's a bit harsh. Um, they always arrive late. It's so annoying. D, John love adrenaline sports like skiing, snowboarding, and skateboarding. He's an adrenaline junkie. Okay. Mary never laugh at my jokes. Okay. So I'll give you just a couple of minutes to see if you can just work out the answers. I'll just kind of look whimsical out this window. Okay, that was not literally a couple of minutes, but we'll just carry on. So this is my first hangout, so okay. So A, so you play football very well, so that just stays the same, okay? He eats, so we add the S, so he eats so much. It's no wonder he's fat. Okay, and then C, they always arrive late. It's so annoying. Okay, so that just stays the same. Okay, so D, John loves adrenaline sports like skiing, snowboarding, and skateboarding. He's an adrenaline junkie. So loves with the S. Okay, like a snake. Okay, so and Mary never laughs at my jokes. Okay, so Mary never laughs at my jokes because they're probably not funny. Okay, so we'll just carry on. So, number 2, so we have little Louis has written about his brother's daily routine. Okay, so correct his mistakes. There are 6. Okay, let's try and work this out. So, my brother is called Rob. Rob is 14 and very lazy. He gets up really late and play computer games for 2 or 3 hours every morning. My mum gets annoyed with him and shout at him, but he no change his behavior. We have lunch all together at midday and then he goes back to bed for a snooze. After a bit of time to digest, I normally go outside and plays football with my friends. Alfredo, and Carlos. Spanish. Okay, so again, I'll give you a couple of minutes just to go through that, okay? So, okay, so we'll just go, it may not be in a couple of minutes, but we'll go through it again, okay? So, my brother is called Rob. Rob is 14 and very lazy. He gets up really late and plays computer games for 2 or 3 hours every morning. My mum gets annoyed with him and shouts at him, but no change, so he doesn't change his behavior. We have lunch all together at midday and then we have lunch together at midday and then he goes back to bed for a snooze. After a bit of time to digest, I normally go outside and play football with my friends Alfredo and Carlos. Okay, so play, not plays football with my friends Alfredo and Carlos. Okay, so this is just run through that again. So can we spot mistakes? So my brother is called Rob. Rob is 14 and very lazy. He gets, okay, so he gets up really late. And play, so he plays computer games for 2 or 3 hours every morning. My mum gets annoyed with him and shout at him, so shouts at him, okay, but he doesn't change his behavior, okay. We have, not haves, we have lunch all together at midday, and then he goes back to bed. And then he goes back to bed for a snooze. After a bit of time to digest, I normally go outside and play football with my friends Alfredo and Carlos. Okay, so we've done that activity. So we're going to carry on doing more activities. Let's have a look. So we shall carry on down. So, okay, so basically put these words below in the correct order to form questions in the present simple. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes just to put them into the order. Okay. Okay, we'll start with the first one, okay? So the first one, what time do you normally get up? Okay? So what time do you normally get up? Okay, and then there's for B, so how often do you watch television? How often do you watch television? C, does he help you at home with the housework? Okay. D, does she like... Oh, no. Let's go back. So, D, does she like learning English? God, I was nearly stumped on that one. Okay. Number E, why doesn't Rob like going to the cinema? And F, how much do you pay for your mobile phone contract? Okay. And what we'll do now is, what we'll discuss is if they are open questions or closed questions. So we'll come down. Let me just come down. Boom. Okay. So which of the questions, which are open questions and which are closed questions? Put an O next to the open questions and C next to the closed questions. Okay. So, what time do you normally get up? So, that would be an open question, okay? So, what time do you normally get up? I normally get up, what time do I normally get up? About 7 o'clock, okay? Okay, so we go on to B. How often do you watch television? I watch television every night. So again, that would be an open question. So it's open to answer, okay? Okay, so C. Does he help you at home with the housework? Is either, so that'd be more of a closed question. So it's either yes or no. So no, he doesn't. Yes, he does. He's wonderful. Okay. Okay, so then D. Does she like learning English? Again, so it's just a yes. Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Okay. Why doesn't Rob like going to the cinema? Again, so that's more of an open question. So there'd be Rob doesn't like going to the cinema because he doesn't like movies. Okay. He's more of a television man. Okay. And then lastly, how much do you pay a month for your mobile phone contract? I pay roughly £20 a month. So again, that's an open question. That's not a yes or no, it's an open question. Okay. So, as we carry on down, yes, so which of the questions are open questions, closed questions? Okay, we'll carry on down. Okay, so in the section now, so number 5, activity. In this section below, compare my daily routine to Jamie's daily routine. Jamie is my boss, so the big question is, who works harder? Write an S where appropriate. Okay, so we'll go down. Okay, so again, this is the S, okay? So Jamie gets up at 7:30 in the morning and enjoy a big breakfast of toast and marmalade. I normally sleep a little longer, but always get up very quickly. In under 20 minutes, I'm showered, dressed, and ready to go. So I always beat Jamie to the office. He normally arrives at the office at 9:30, by which time I have checked all the emails and returned the most urgent telephone calls. Okay, so so read through that again and just work out where you would put the S, okay? Okay, then we'll read through it again. Okay, so Jamie, okay, gets up at 7:30 in the morning and enjoys a big breakfast of toast and marmalade. I normally sleep a little longer, but always get up very quickly. In under 20 minutes, I am showered, dressed, and ready to go. So I always beat Jamie to the office. He normally arrives with an S, okay, at the office at about 9:30, by which time I have checked all the emails and returned the most urgent telephone calls. Okay, so Jamie gets up, so we have an S, okay, and enjoys a big breakfast, so we have an S there too. A yum yum yum, okay. I normally sleep a little longer, but I always get up very quickly. Okay, in under 20 minutes I'm showered, dressed, and ready to go. So I always beat Jamie to the office. He normally arrives at the office about 9:30, for which time I've checked all emails and returned the most urgent telephone calls. Okay, so if we come down to the next one, this works. Okay, so we go to lunch together at about 1:30. There's a great little soup kitchen around the corner, so we often pop along for a nice warm soup. I knock off work a bit earlier than Jamie at 4ish. He stay a little longer because he like to make sure the office is tidy before work begin. The next day, my work don't stop when I leave the office, though. I have to prepare lessons for the next day, while Jamie can go home and relax. Okay. So now, if we just read through that again and put where you think there would be an S. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we go to lunch together at about 1:30. There's a great little soup kitchen around the corner, so we often pop along for a nice warm soup. I knock off work a bit earlier than Jamie at 4ish. He stays a bit longer, so stays, okay? Because he likes to work. He likes to make sure the office is tidy before work begins. the next day. My work doesn't stop when I leave the office, though. I have to prepare lessons for the next day while Jamie can go home and relax. Okay? Ooh. So from that you can understand. So Jamie seems to be a bit more of the kind of more relaxed, kind of what we would say lazy. Okay? So Jamie is the laziest person in the entire world. Okay? Right. Let's try. Ooh, just bear with me. I'm just trying to work this out. Ooh. Mm. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm back. Okay. So this was just like a kind of, I would say, trial run for my Hangout. So this is kind of, so this is just kind of briefing on the present simple, which we may kind of, I may touch on again in the next kind of hangout. Okay. So this is a trial, maybe an error, who knows. So in future, if you want to join me for another, maybe next week for another um, lesson, hangout, we can talk about maybe the present continuous. Okay. Yes. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is only just a kind of beginning. Okay. So I hopefully my first hangout wasn't too much of a disaster. Okay. So anyway, thank you very much, and hopefully I should see some people next week. Okay. Goodbye.